Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining this event. It's my first time here in Prague, so I'm amazed. It's a magical town for me. And today my talk is about my personal trip from one job to the other, change industries, altitude adjustment, of course, Ctrl-Alt, but not delete. Okay? I took all my experience from the army as a helicopter pilot to programming. I want to see if it's working. Yes. Okay. So from a hero, and okay, people are asking me if it's from Banana Nano. No, it's real. Okay. I brought this time my military ID with me. I can show it to you if you want. This is actually the picture from my last flight just before landing to my base back in 2009, March. So from hero to zero, junior developer, a noob, I prefer that instead of telling retired person because I got my retirement from the Greek army, or because I'm Greek, I'm living in Thessaloniki, I prefer permanent weekender. So this is me, okay? In the beaches of Chalkidiki, I don't know if you have visited Greece, but me with a beer, Czech beer, I love them, by the way. To a GD, this is something that I'm really proud. Why? Because over here, I was in Paris for the Train the Trainer season as a trainee. And 1 month later, I was invited to go to Johannesburg by Janis. Janis is running the GD program in the EMEA region to train the GDs of the South Sub-Sahara, South Sub-Africa. And then after Easter, I went to Dubai to train the GDs over there for the North Africa, Middle East, Turkey, and Central Asia. It was training on Gemma, on AI. So from hero to weekender, another title, to GD, or from a pilot, or from cockpit to programming. You know, we can create a lot of amazing titles, especially if you put it on Gemini. And over here, I'm proud for this also because I was nominated as a nomadic GD because I was traveling all around. So disclaimer, I'm a GD. Whatever I'm saying is my opinion, not from Google. And I love to use the technologies. That's why I have this disclaimer over here.
Ilias, the GDE in front of you assumes no responsibility or liability for any errors or omissions in the content of this talk. The information contained in this talk is provided on an as-is basis with no guarantees of completeness, accuracy, usefulness, or timeliness.
Perfect. This is text-to-speech from Gemini 2.5. Have you used Gemini? Are you using Gemini? Amazing. Have you tried text-to-speech? OK, please do that. About me. OK, that's true. About me. Some things about me. I'm a full-time family man. I'm here with my wife. We have 2 kids. Actually, they are not kids anymore. They are adults. They are studying at the university. My son is 3rd year of business administrator. My daughter is studying computer science, 1st year. And we have a dog, almost 12 years. We adopted from a shelter. And yes, I was flying helicopters for the army. On my free time, I'm Greek. I love to go to swim or windsurfing or whatever. But most of all, I love martial arts, Kendo. Do you know Kendo? Thank you. The first person ever. It's Japanese fencing. And on my free time, I help the Greek community grow. I start leading the GDG Cloud Thessaloniki back in 2018. Now I have 2 other people supporting me, Stathis and Paraskevi. I'm also a Woman Tech Makers ambassador for Greece. And when I joined back in 2018, the guy that talked about the GDGs told me, I'm a GD. I said, oh, that's cool. What's a GD? And he explained what the GD means, Google Developer Expert. And I said, OK, my goal is to become one day a GD. That's why I have Yoda over here. By the way, this picture is from Imagen 4, I wrote a prompt, and it took less than 1 minute everything to write the prompt and get the picture. Back in 2018, I was working as an AI engineer, and I had to write a lot of lines of code to take the two pictures and merge them to one. Now, I need only to write a prompt, which is amazing. About me now, again, SSL. Now I'm a programmer, so I need to follow some rules. It's a habit I had from being a pilot. SSL, can you imagine what it stands for? Try. Yes, please.
Secure communication.
Okay. Anyone else? No. So about me, SSL, slow. This is your life. Okay, it's a marathon, guys. It's not a sprint. Take it easy. Just put your goal, follow your dream, you will get there. If it's learning, take it slow. You are having all the time of the world to do it. S, stupid. I'm glad that I'm here because I see 20 people, clever people. I'm going to be the 21st. Thanks to you, because I will talk with you right now. You will ask questions. I need to find answers on your questions. And always stay hungry, stay stupid, because that's how you are going to grow as a person, as a programmer, or whatever. And last but not least, I'm a lazy person. I'm in Greece. I want to be with my sosling in front of the sea, drinking my coffee or my cold beer. So all the time, I'm using AI to automate things. And because I'm lazy, I'm the most productive person. Okay? Minimum effort, maximum result. So this is SSL for me. Okay, now we need to see if it's going to be a history or a story time. Please raise your hand if you were born 70s, 60s, or before. Okay, perfect. So everybody is a lot younger than me. It's going to be a story time. Once upon a time, there was this guy, a kid, in Thessaloniki. Thessaloniki is a big village, although it's the second biggest town of Greece. And he watched a movie back in 1983. It was that movie. That guy, do you know that movie, War Games? Amazing. Thank you. So that guy managed to hack the Pentagon from his phone at home. Phones back then was with a cord, plugged on the wall, okay, rotor, pulse phones. He hacked it, started playing thermonuclear war with WARP, the system of Pentagon. And unfortunately, nuclear was going to happen, and then he managed to make the PC, the AI understand by playing TikTok Toe by itself, and understand that if we have a thermonuclear war, all human beings are going to be destroyed. But the beauty of that is that back in 1983, I saw artificial intelligence, reinforcement learning, and hacking. 1 year later, another great movie, Electric Dreams. Nobody? Perfect. Okay, so this guy is an architect. He saw an advertisement on TV about you can go and buy a PC and fix it, put it on your house, plug it, and everything are going to work from your PC. Internet of Things, back in 1984. And he decided to create a brick, because he was an architecture, to build buildings that are not going to collapse from earthquakes. It's a funny movie. The PC was listening to the music from that lady. That lady was playing viola, violoncello, something, 2 floors above. The PC managed to create the brick and also to create music. 1984. Now we have Gen AI. It's easy. But back then, amazing. So From the previous year, when I watched my first movie, I start going out, because it's a custom in Greece to go for carols on Christmas Eve and New Year Eve to get some money. And that's how I bought my first PC, 64K. It was so fast back then, so fast, so strong, like a Lamborghini these days. Okay? My first PC is amazing. 2 years later, again, carols. I managed to collect money, and I upgraded my PC, Amstrad. It had a tape. I need to put pump A, pump B, and a floppy disk of 5 1/4, which is really cool. Back to the future. Last year, I was at the Comic-Con, and I found my PC along with other 2 PCs over there. I spent more than 1 hour talking with that guys about things, and we were checking the people that were coming. They were searching how to put it on, how to put the floppy disk inside. They have a floppy disk over here. Amazing. And now we are going to do some questions, Q&A from my side to you. My first programming languages. Do you know this programming language? Anybody? Nobody? I'm too old. It's BASIC, my first programming language. And it was a mathematics professor at the high school, last year of high school. Second programming language, it was this one. Anybody? Can you guess? Yes, Pascal. Perfect. And my last and final, back then, okay, question. Again, we are programming language. Again, we are before the 90s. My final programming language was this one. Do you know that programming language? Anybody? Okay. This is COBOL. So, if you know COBOL, there are amazingly a lot of companies that are searching for COBOL programmers, especially insurance companies. Okay, they have this legacy code. It's a pain, how to call it, pain in the butt, politely. But if you learn COBOL, they are going to pay you a 6-figure salary. And then a small break.
All right, Mr. Sister, I want you to tell me, no, better yet, stand up and tell the class, what do you want to do with your life? I want to rock!
Okay. The group is Twisted Sister, and more or less this is what my father told me, because I was in front of the TV, not screen, okay, back in the 80s. What are you doing in front of the TV, hitting that buttons? I said, okay, Dad, I will join the army. That's how, it's the next slide, we have great internet connection. Do you know that song? I'm going to let play. Okay, it's not vacation in the army, but okay. So, apart from flying, I had also some ground duties. I was communications officer, operation, officer of staff, CISO, public relations, a lot of things. Fun fact is that the last 3 years of my career, I was both CISO and public relation. And why it's a fun fact? Because my clearance was higher than my unit commander. Because of my past as a communication officer, I had access to the NATO communication keys. So my unit commander could not see them, just sign that I was destroying or installing them. And 19 years. The things I'm proud is over here, the coin and the pin. Why? Because this is supposed to be given only to people who were colonels and above. In the IT world, imagine that you are working for an enterprise company. The minimum to get these things is a senior VP. Back then, I was a master sergeant, which is an architect in our world. And until today, I'm the only one with that rank that got these things. And yeah, no. And then it was this question, why? Because flying is amazing, but gravity always wins. I lost a lot of people, and because I was working there, I had to go to the coroner office and examine their bodies. It was a hard life. That's why I needed to change, and that's why I said break, because as you remember, I loved programming. So I finished, I gave my resignation, I got my pension, and still getting my pension from the Greek government as a pilot. And I decided to return back to my first love, programming. It was a nightmare. Okay? From basic, Pascal, Combol, to all these new things. I was like Flintstone. Okay? You are laughing, I'm laughing now, but back then it was a nightmare. I lost 1 year because I was trying to catch up with everything, so many programming languages, cloud was there, a lot of things. So I asked a friend, can you help me? He told me, okay, welcome to the modern tech era, that's why I have it here. You need to start from Drupal, Joomla, or WordPress. I did that. I was pretty sure about myself 3 or 4 months later. I also got my first money as a web developer. And then I went back to Vasilis. I said, I'm ready. OK, you are ready. So WordPress, because I was working with WordPress, is based on HTML5, CSS3, JavaScript, PHP, MySQL. You need to learn this stuff. I said, OK. And again, I started. And then I was pretty sure about myself, because I was learning everything from these e-learning platforms. OK. I don't think you know leader.com because it was acquired by LinkedIn, but all the rest are there. I was ready. I applied from my first job interview. I failed. Before going in details, can you imagine the first company I applied for a job? Please, say some companies. Yes, and I failed. So they phoned me, phone interview. Actually, it was a job position about Google Maps. I was pretty sure about myself. It was JavaScript, JSON, jQuery. So the guy asked the question. It took me some time to answer back. Second question, again, it took me some time. Third question, I told him, OK, we need to close the interview. It takes a lot of time for me. And I explained why. He started laughing. He told me, how much time do you need? I said, 1 year. OK, apply again in 1 year, and we will have again the interview. I didn't do that, but I had to fix the issue I had. Can you imagine why I failed on my first interview? It's really funny. Next slide, it's a HID. No? OK, let's see the next slide. Now, can you imagine why? So, I'm Greek.
Give me a word. Any word, and I show you how the root of that word is Greek.
Exactly. So when I asked my friend Vasilis about my steps on learning programming, he told me that in the Greek universities, everything is taught in Greek. So you saw the learning platforms, everything was in English. I was learning everything in English, taking notes in Greek language, translating everything. So when I had my interview, it was in English. And it took me a lot of time to translate and answer back. That's why I failed. But I learned, and from there, everything was always in English. And for a year, I had to go back to my notes and study again everything in English. I was on fire. After that, I was pretty sure of myself, and it was easy step. This is what I did. I started as a WordPress developer, front-end, back-end, full stack. Over here, I show Node.js, how it started. It was not a Node.js back then, but when they split it, they renamed it to Node.js. I became an Android developer. I started working with cloud, an AI engineer, worked as a community manager, Chub innovator, and now a GD. I need to stay over here. You can see I'm saying WordPress developer, Android developer. I didn't like WordPress, and to tell you the truth, I hate Android. It's a pain for me when I was working because my PC was on fire. I had to move it out directly down of my air condition. It was a nightmare. I don't know if still it's a nightmare, but for me, yeah. And although I got also a scholarship from Google to finish the advanced Android developer, I finished that course, the scholarship, and then I said, okay, no, it's not for me, sorry. Scholarships. I got a lot of scholarships these years for Android developer, Google Cloud, Bertelsmann, Intel. And this is the proudest moment as a community member of the GDG. My first in-person talk at the summit in Lisbon, just before COVID. And now, you want to succeed. I have 3 columns, what, why, and how. And I have these blue things over here. So if you want to succeed, the what is to define your goals. For the why, you need to understand your purpose and motivation. And how, please, be consistent and discipline action. For me, it's really easy because it's a habit from the army. I've seen a lot of people, clever people in programming, that they have some issues on defining their motivation, or they don't have the discipline to stay consistent. So just keep these 3 things. And the next slide is my answer on the what. When I had the goal to become a GT. I need to start talking in person, remote, workshops, webinar, all these things. The why, it's a win-win situation, okay? I was winning, the community was winning, we were exchanging everything. But the most important thing is the how, okay? And that's why I have split it how in steps. Step 1, believe in yourself. Have you watched Ted Lasso? Yes? Ted Lasso series? Okay. Doesn't matter. Believe in you. If you believe in you, nobody can stop you. Second thing is find a person that will say, I believe in you. It can be a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, dog. Not cat. Cat is like a Darth Vader and we are the Star Troopers, okay? They are the emperor and we are the slaves. If you don't have anybody, okay, you are introvert, don't worry, Google created Notebook LM. Just upload your CV. I've done it and I got this thing as a podcast.
What truly makes an expert in today's, rap? What truly makes an expert in today's, rap?
Okay, it doesn't matter. So this podcast is created from my CV. I have 1 man and 1 woman talking about myself. I was so impressed. I said, wow. I'm the guy, yeah. But I don't like listening to people. I
Rapidly
prefer,
evolving world.
don't worry, I prefer video. So I checked also the video presentation. Let me see if it can play.
Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're taking a single document, a CV, a resume, and using it to break down a truly incredible career transformation. We're going from the cockpit to the cloud, following the journey of a man named Ilias.
Okay, so you do understand that you have somebody to believe in you. Okay, it's Notebook LM, but don't forget that people working for Google created, so Google is supporting you. Step 3, try. Simple as that. Don't overthink. Don't overanalyze. If you want something, okay, you believe in you, you find somebody else or Notebook LM that believes in you, then go, try. Don't waste your time. The only thing that changes is that time passes and you don't try. And if you try, it's just an if-else statement. You tried, you failed. So what? It doesn't matter. You learn something from that. And guess what? It's 50-50. You failed or you succeed. Congratulations. But actually, it's not try. As a wise guy, not guy, a wise being said, do or not. There is no try. Go for it. If you can dream it, you can do it. This is what Walt Disney said several years ago. If you can close your eyes and you can visualize your goal, the only person that can stop you is you, nobody else. People can come, start telling you, no, it's not possible. Imagine that a guy from the army, when I left, everybody told me, what are you going to do in your life right now? You cannot do anything. I'm here as a GD, and I managed to work in all the things I saw back in 1983, 1984, because I worked also as an AI engineer. I worked as a hacker, all that stuff, okay? If you can dream it, you can do it. To recap, you need to succeed. Okay, what does it mean for me? How am I going to do that? I need to get to take good decisions. That's great, okay? Everybody wants to succeed and to get good decisions. How do I get the good decisions? I need experience. Yes? How do I get experience? Bad decisions. Okay? Bad decisions. Believe me, they are the most amazing thing that will happen to your life. The bad decision. You will gain experience. You will get good decision, and then you are going to succeed. Don't be afraid to try things. Don't be afraid to do things, to go for your goal. And yes, imagine that we have this thing, success over here and time over here. So it's not going to be a linear progress or this line going from one side to the other side. No, it's not going to be from zero to hero. It's not going to be like the learning curve we've learned all these days. It's your life. It's your way. It's going to be like a heartbeat. The more mistakes you make, the better is the decision, and you are going to succeed. So this peak over here is going to be shorter. This is going to be higher, and the distance of your success is going to be wider. So try, do it, go for your dream. Don't be afraid. This is your life. And to finish, I think, yes, this is my Love Me goal. As you can see, everything is about the community. I don't have anything about working for companies. They paid me, okay, I did my job. But for the community, it's the most amazing thing. You give and you get all the time. This is the most recent thing over here. I'm mentoring GDs at the academy, thanks to my friend over here. Hi. And all the other things, I was one of the people for the Professional Cloud Architect certification. It was supposed to be a pilot program just for Europe. We woke up one morning and Alessandro told us, yeah, you know, we're going to have a global PCA in English. And instead of going with 30 people, we were with 150 people preparing them for the Professional Cloud Architect. 110 finished. I think more than 100 passed. Really proud. So this is the Love Me goal from being a programmer. And we are getting close. This I created with Nano, Banana, because Imagen didn't allow me to create, how does it say, well-known people, okay? This is Luke Skywalker, Ahsoka Tano from Star Wars. When I went to Imagen 4, I got a no, so Nano Banana, Gemini 2.5 Plus, created this thing. This is a picture from last year, DevFest in Thessaloniki, 101 people. So I wanted to combine these things using VO3. And as you can see, it's unbiased awesomeness.
So what do you think of Ilias' speech today?
You won't believe it. Ilias was superb. His speech was amazing. Thank you so much, everyone.
Do you agree? Yes. Thank you. And let's see.
Thanks so much, Ilias.
Questions? And also,
Yeah, can we?
if you want to connect, this is my LinkedIn.
Yeah, let's make space for that.
Finished.
So I see people. Okay. Yeah, so can we put the Slido? Yes. Before the questions start coming in, so you went from trainee to trainer in 1 month. Did I
Yes.
get that correct?
Yes.
Okay, what's the story there?
The story there, I don't know. I was lucky. I was in Paris getting trained on Gemma with my laptop. I had my friends, both of them were back then GDs. And I got an email. I said, what's that? Congratulations, you are also a GD. I told them, guys, I'm a GD. So when I finished the training, I went back home. I got a message from the manager of the Google developer experts here in the EMEA, Janice. And she told me, we are looking for a person in GD to come and train the people in SSA region. I said, I can do that. Why not? So I traveled there. I trained the people. It was amazing because they were GDs, they were asking a lot of questions, and we were a group of friends. So instead of waiting me to answer the questions, the other GDs was answering the questions from that group. Really amazing. And then when I returned back home, after Easter, I got another message from Janice. Can you come and join us in Dubai? Sure. It's a hard job. Somebody has to do that.
Got it. Do we have questions? Oh,
Yes.
David.
What programming language do you like now?
Sorry, can you please repeat?
What programming language do you like now?
Python. Okay, why Python? Because I know how to speak in English language, so it's easy to write code. I used to write a lot of things in JavaScript. I love JavaScript because back in 1990, when I entered the military school, JavaScript came, and everybody was saying back then, who needs JavaScript? We have HTML, not 5 HTML, and CSS, not CSS3. We can do everything we want with the two of these. 2009, I saw the beginning of JavaScript with Node.js, as it's known right now, becoming a full programming language. But as you saw on my slide, I started working as an AI engineer, and most of things are in Python. And Python is so easy if you know how to speak English. You can write things. What programming language are you using?
I'm using mostly C#.
Okay,
But Python,
you are my hero. I don't do that. My daughter is using C#. She's also my hero. It's difficult for me to learn now a new programming language. Actually, I haven't written any line of code apart from my slides to create all these things. Seriously, for the last 5 or 6 years, because I was working mainly as an architect. But C#, okay. Thumbs up for you.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Do you still fly on a helicopter?
No, no. I fly getting on the plane from Thessaloniki to come here, but I don't like flying. No. It's gravity versus one engine helicopter. One malfunction, you are almost dead. I had some serious malfunctions while flying. I managed to land the helicopter. I have my nose broken. I don't fix it because it reminds me to stand on my feet whenever I decide something. Okay, so no. Plane is okay. I love walking. My hotel is 40 minutes from here. I came on foot. Okay?
What advice can you give someone transitioning into tech?
All my slides are an advice. So just enter a community. If you are alone, you will be somewhere, you will reach your point. But with the community, the people of the community are going to boost you. So don't start the journey by yourself. All towns nowadays have communities, Google communities, AWS communities, meetups. Go there, be a member, and always ask for help. Whenever I had an issue, when I decided to move from full stack to AI, I texted people on LinkedIn. I was following them. I said, OK, I need some advice. I got an answer back. When I start working with Kubernetes, I texted a guy named Kelsey Hightower. Do you know that guy? I got an answer back from that guy. Nowadays, I'm playing a little bit with Quantum. I'm texting people. I'm getting some things, especially resources, to start studying. So everybody is willing to help you. Please ask for some help. Join the communities. This is the best thing you are going to do to yourself.
I am scared of starting. How can I just put my ideas out there?
Perfect. I love that you are scared. I'm also scared. This means that you are interested in doing something, okay? And if you don't do that, the time will pass. And you will reach a point of your time that you will regret because you didn't start it. Why? There's no reason to be afraid of not failing. Go for that. You are going to get either a bad decision or a good decision, and you are going to succeed today or in 1 month, in 1 year. Success is there. You just need to go for it.
Do you personally have anything you are afraid to start?
No. No. I was afraid to start the family because I was working as a helicopter pilot. Okay? I had a will written in my inside the unit if something happened. So when I started, it was a nightmare because my wife was all the time afraid if she had a phone call from a friend from the base.
Got it. What's the best part about being a GDE?
The best part, there are so many amazing things. I'm traveling. I'm here talking with you. I'm here in Prague, sightseeing. But okay, apart from me is this ability to interact with others, exchange ideas, help solve problems, or starting something, help you starting something. This is the best part, okay? Google is paying me to travel, to exchange my knowledge with you. I'm laughing because this year I'm submitting all the time my personal story and 2 technical talks. And these technical talks can also become workshops. Apart from 2 DevFest, 1 in Athens and 1 in Brussels, everybody else has chosen my personal story. Because they told me it's inspiring. Also, the Google Cloud, for the Google Cloud Day in Athens, decided to go with my personal story. This thing is amazing. I have some knowledge, you have some knowledge. I told you, you are 20 clever people inside the room, I will be the 21st. This is also something I like as a GD.
Do we have more questions? Anybody else? If not, thank you again, Ilias.
Thank you.
For coming to DevFest. This is for you.
Oh,